What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to another SLA video. That's right, you are watching the summary of the developer live stream. Technically not a developer live stream, but the Japanese live stream. And there was quite a bit to talk about. So we're going to go ahead and give you guys a full breakdown of what you should expect. You can see over here right away that there is a new costume for Sanjinu. It's a little bit of a cop-out costume, not going to lie, but it is a new costume nonetheless. And he is in fact fighting a brand new version of Baron, which they already said they're going to release as a new event. And quite honestly, I'm not going to lie to you guys. There's a lot to cover, but there's also some concern on my end, but we'll talk all about that during the summary, and I'll give you guys a full breakdown. Now, before I go any further with this portion of it, I do want to remind everybody that there is a brand new code as well that came out. There's only 2 codes that they actually gave us out during this whole thing, and it's right over here. I'll show you guys real quick. I'm going to zoom in. They will be, of course, in the description of the video, as well as the actual the comment section of the video. So these 2 will work, and then this SLA second anniversary one will work tomorrow, or probably today actually. So this one will also be working. So just wait till tomorrow. This one should be activated. You guys can see this is the brand new code, so make sure you use them. As of what the codes are, I have no idea. I haven't even logged in to check that, but let's go ahead and do that right now together and see what these codes offer. All right, folks, so we are logging in. We got a fan and we got Essel here as a free unit today. You guys can see we got Goto coming up next, which is fantastic. That means my Goto finally hits A5, but we're not here for that. We're here to see what the codes offer. So we're going to jump in real quick. If you guys are brand new to the game or you don't know how codes work, log in, go into your settings. Only if you're only if you're Android and PC, you can do this. If you're iOS, you have to do it through the forum section, where there's a section to actually put in codes. So what you want to do is log in to the settings right over here, guys, in the bottom under account, and you go redeem codes. And then right over here, we're going to see the 2 codes that you can use. So I'm going to try these 2 out here, and they should work. Like, that's what we got from the actual live stream. So go check out the full live stream if you want to. My kids did show up. There's one. And then here's the second one. We'll go ahead and try the other one afterwards too, just in case they did make it earlier. I don't think it's going to work, but there's the 2 live stream codes, guys. We'll see what they provide. Let's just try the third one for fun and see what happens. All right, let's see here. Is it going to work? No. So still not till tomorrow, guys. So yeah, definitely check it out tomorrow. But the 2 codes will give you the following things. First time we can see it. We got 1,000 Essence Stones and Mark of Shadows or Trace of Shadows. And we got ourselves the Hunter Power Elixirs and then 1 million gold. So that one's not bad, but the 1,000 Essence Stones is fantastic. We will gladly take that. So there you guys go. Those are the codes. Now let's go back to the actual live stream and talk a little bit about everything going on. So first off, you guys can see here, they are fighting Baron. This will be the brand new mode or event that's going to be happening. To be quite honest with you guys, this might be one of the only things we see that's going to be brand new for quite some time. And this is actually one of the showcases where they show Myro in action, and you'll see right here you can summon her with L3, right? So she is summonable in the bottom left. There she is. He summons her now, and it looks like she's not summoned her yet. It looks like he's doing a move with her, and she will be someone you can bring into the fight instead of Sanjinu. So here you guys go. This is it right here. So watch. You're gonna go ahead and have a chance here now to see her pop in. There she is. She opens up, comes through, and looks like she will be coming in and taking over instead. You guys can see her animations and her numbers look different. So it's really cool. The successors have a really cool font and a cool design here. So she is going to be here for quite some time. I don't know if there's a time frame for this, because it just looks like she's here. Oh, you can summon him back in. Okay, so you can finish with her and then summon him back in. But yeah, it looks like she looks bonkers, bro. So gameplay-wise, you bring her in the same way as a Remnant. The only difference is she actually stays, unlike the Remnants who actually end up leaving. So there's the Myro part. And honestly, she looks absolutely incredible and gorgeous character design and everything else that comes with it. Okay, so a couple other things you guys should note here about the anniversary that's happening. We will be having a couple different things occurring, such as level 150. That'll be the new one right now coming up. So level 140 is gone, so make sure you're saving. Also, we have a brand new story, of course, with Ligaya. And yes, if you don't want spoilers, please don't watch right now. I will show it. Most of you already know what's happening, but the story continuation will show the death of Gun He. So yes, this is also going to be chapter 32 to 34, going to be introducing Ligaya as well as the death of Gun He. So that will be something we'll see here. And they did show us a little bit of a cinematic here that got all of us hyped. And it's a pretty big one. It's Thomas versus Sanjinu. So finally going to see that battle take place. And if you guys know anything about the mono, if you've read it, you guys know next up we're going to get another shadow that is right around this area that happens right after this fight, actually. And then what's even more exciting is after this fight, a little bit later on, we also get the commish daggers, which get introduced as well. So this is something that I think a lot of us have been waiting for. So from a story perspective, from an actual like model perspective, we're going along with the story, and it looks like Thomas versus Sun Jinwoo is something that's going to occur, and it got a lot of us really, really hyped during the live stream. So kudos to the devs for showing this. I think this is a very, very big deal. You guys can see they are in fact going to be going at it right around there. That looks pretty insane to me. I'm gonna take a screenshot of that. We're gonna use that as our wallpaper or thumbnail. So that's gonna be really cool. Antoine was introduced. Yes, he is HP spec, and they did show some actual gameplay. And yes, he does wield a double axe, which is pretty insane to me. And they did show his gameplay a little bit here, where he does do some of his moves. And we're gonna actually jump in here and kind of take a look at it. It was kind of cool. And then of course Myro, which we talked about already, kind of saw her in action. She is gonna be a wind element, and they do in fact give her a little bit of extra things as a successor. And right here, they just kind of give her a little breakdown of how to summon her, where she will come in through the portal. She'll break open and she'll take over the fight for Sun Jinwoo, and you can in fact replace her at any point in time with Sun Jinwoo again. There's Antoine's secret library, quote unquote. It's not like a secret library anymore, but it's gonna be the Hunter Archive costume. And then of course, yes, Leon LeBald Kennedy costume. I can 100% cosplay this, by the way, guys. I might actually do it one day. I've even got the jacket. So we have Leon Kennedy. I can't get over this, guys. Every time I look, I just laugh. So yeah, that'll be his skin. I think it's a badass looking skin for a man like that. And then of course we have Cha's free. That's right, you heard it. Free costume. We'll get more into that soon. And we have a skin for Igris as well too. That's right. Sian Halat will have the traditional Igris outfit. Plus we have ourselves a couple different skins coming along the way as well too, and more coming your way from the anniversary. So from a rewards perspective, guys, there is quite a bit happening. Okay, and that's going to be the main thing. Level 150, the chapters, of course, are increasing. We talked about the brand new gate systems in the old ones, but this will be the brand new ruins. The core system. Sorry, not ruins. The core systems. So this is where you fight different bosses, and you'll be able to choose different cores to choose between them once you beat them, and etc. 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 So yeah, this is going to be a pretty heavy used section where you guys can see there's trophies as well. So we're going to be able to get some more essence stones through the trophies, but every element is available. You guys can beat these bosses, and you'll be able to choose the cores you want to build based on that. Now, you might be wondering what's going on with WOBL. Well, cores are being removed, and they're adding things like essence stones and other things to WOBL as well too. And we'll talk more about the skip feature as soon as that happens. Okay, PvP is coming back. We've talked about this in the previous one as well, so they kind of touch base on it a little bit. And these are all the hunters that are going to get buffed. Okay, now there's something really important here. The 500 free summons. This is we're gonna go over this as well because I think that's one that's gonna catch some folks off guard. But here's some more things to talk about. 2 new bosses being added to simulation. I think they're doing something here with the floors for BOT, and then something they're making some changes to. Power destruction. So 2 new bosses being added to sim. No Sun Jinwoo sim yet, guys. I don't know what's going on with that, if it's on the back burner or being tested. And of course, Ant Queen is going to be back as the guild boss. No more antling phase. No more burrowing phase. That's gone now. So she's just going to be Ant Queen without all the extra ads. And then the library and architect tests are going to swap every 2 weeks. So we're not going to have them in tandem anymore. They will be every 2 weeks to make it a little less fatigue for players. So that's important as well. So here's a little bit of action for you guys of Antoine. You guys can see here with Cha's outfit, she actually does have animation. So it looks like a legendary outfit. And yes, as I mentioned before, it will be a free outfit for all of us to use. So you guys can check out Antoine right now and Cha out a little bit with her new outfit. But I think they switched to Antoine. There he is right there. Now, I will say this. He actually does have fairly quick attacks. But his actual infusion goes a little bit slower than some of the others. Now, I don't know if it's because these guys just don't know the rotation of him or they're not playing him correctly, but it does take him a little bit of time to do rotations. But they do show enough gameplay to kind of give us a general sense of what we're looking at, right? So you guys can see he does do massive damage. That was all done kind of like meh over. I don't see any healing occurring either. Just there's a heal right there. Actually, it looks like he heals based on hits. So he should be healing. I do see healing on himself. They don't use anybody else to show if he heals anyone else but himself, but I would imagine. Okay, here's a card. Let's see. Yeah, okay, he does heal. So it looks like he provides just healing overall, or I don't know if that's Bedelia healing. I can't tell, to be honest with you, because she also does a heal move. So I don't know who's healing here, but we would imagine Antoine does some sort of heal. But you guys can see he is pretty powerful, has massive attack damage, and honestly, this team is pretty insanely overpowered for this fight. So we won't really know how good he really is until after the testing. Plus, we don't know any of his passes or what else he brings to the table. So that's something else we're going to have to look at together, okay? So you guys can see Myro does come in as a hunter mode, and she will do an attack right there that will take away damage. So she's considered a remnant, essentially. You can't summon her and play with her in hunter mode, but you can use her in replacement of other units, okay? So there's Antoine for you. Drops his axes like he drops a mic. When I rock up on the mic, I rock the mic. So yeah, it's pretty insane. That looked really cool. And also, a couple other things to note here. As I did mention, they are going to be doing a before and after. You guys can see all the story modes are now condensed into much smaller story modes between 3 and 20. The rest, I think, are staying the same. And all these other trophies and everything you'd fight these bosses in order to get them. So they're going to have special little boss emblems or icons, and you can click on them and collect the rest of the stuff. They're going to be giving away some free armor as well to people, so that'll be available as well. And then they're showing us the gates. Now you can farm specific things from specific gates, and there's the unified keys, of course, which now are used for all content, not just split up 3-4 different keys. So that's going to be used as well too. They did talk about the keys here a little bit, some before and afters. Really wasn't anything that you guys already don't know. And then over here, this is going to be the brand new Monarch pathway, which is the combination of challenges and the formidable combatant put together. Just tells you what some of the things you can get for free through that. And then, of course, we have ourselves the login event. So this is important, guys. Okay, so login event, you're getting a 400 here, and I think they give you 500 with this extra event, so that's the 500 tickets. But the event, it's a custom draw, essentially, only for the anniversary. But you guys can see here, this is what it's limited to, right? There's Sung Il Hwan, Soren, Kanae, Essel. We're looking at Akari, Goto, Hansime, Mirai, Ayla, Gunhee, Maylin, it was Gina, Alicia, Lim, and Cha. So it doesn't look like Thomas and those guys are in here. Now, I don't know if that's a mistake or if we can see them below, but I think literally this is all we're going to be able to summon on. So it is a little bit shitty, but it's also still really nice to get 500 summons on that. Now, for those who are whales and like, I've got everything to A10, this is useless for me. Well, not really, because when you summon and you have an A10 unit, you guys are aware, you'll be eligible to get these like tickets, right? Where you can trade for a unit of your choice. So quite honestly, right here, it's not a bad thing for you either. Getting 5 tickets just from these summons is good enough to get one of these, and this will allow you to get towards anything you want, whether it's a collab unit or a regular unit. So it does kind of serve a purpose for whales as well. But that is the unfortunate part, I'd say. So this is Cha's costume. You guys can see other ways to get more tickets along the way, and then at the end of it, you'll see Cha's costume here will be available for free. I think this is a huge W. Everybody wants this costume, and I think that's one that the devs kind of did deliver. And a brand new wind weapon is being introduced as well too. So that will be a new weapon that's going to probably come our way very soon. We have 3 new events. We have Flappy Bird. We have this the basket one where you collect stuff, and then a musical one. This is going to be for Myro specific. So that's there as well too. That's coming. And then we have I think they did a little bit of Flappy Birds themselves here. They kind of really sucked at it. And then of course they showed the Myro fight here, which we already saw. So there you guys go. That is everything in a nutshell. Now, my concerns. I'm a little bit scared because I feel like there's just not enough content. It's round 2 again, guys, of the same thing. Now, is that a bad thing? Maybe yes, maybe no. Hopefully there's enough for us to sink our teeth into and you know, enjoy until Liu comes out. Speaking of Liu, they do show him at the end over here. Let me just show him real quick right there. But we don't know enough yet about how they're going to, or what they're going to bring out that's going to be worthwhile doing. I'm hoping the chapters are going to be decent. The Baron event will be decent, all the little mini games, but nothing really like WOBL wise or nothing crazy coming out to make this month like super content heavy driven. So it's going to be a lot of great rewards, guys. It's going to be a lot of building, catching up, a lot of new players having the opportunity to experience the games. And I think that's where it's really revolving itself around, is for new players to kind of come in and, you know, for them to have new acquisition of people. And I think that's where this game is really going for now. I think next month's patch will be more geared towards veterans and other people with the introduction of the Buster class and Liu himself. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. Much love. I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care.